Hey guys, I'm Drew Marinelli, and this is my IM213 Project 6 assignment. I'm using the generative art idea and making a Rubens tube simulator. Here's the logo for my app. It obviously says RTS, standing for Rubens Tube Simulator, and it's short, sweet, and to the point. It shows what I need, and it doesn't take up a lot of space. Next we have my splash page. It's also pretty simple. It just shows my personal logo and AM Productions, which is the company that I'm using for this. A Rubens tube is a metal pipe covered in holes with gas shooting out. When the gas is lit and a sound wave is pumped through, it creates a wavelength based on the audio. Here's an example.
I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my sadness.
The device I plan on exporting to is an Apple iPod Touch. Because I've worked with it before, it's easy to export to, and I have a device that I can export it to on my own. In terms of orientation, the app will be stuck in landscape orientation, because this allows for the most room for the app to show all of its visuals without cluttering the screen. What the app will do is it will take the music played from your device and give you a visual representation that will look and feel a lot like a real-life Rubens tube. It will do this by accessing the music that you're playing and essentially listening to it, and then giving a visual representation of the music similar to an equalizer, or as stated, a Rubens tube in real life. When you shake the device, it'll randomize both the color of the flames and the song playing. It'll give you a random song from your library and change the color to something random in its selection. You'll also be able to change the orientation of the phone while playing. The flames will then tilt to the left and right as if the phone is actually tilting and they're real flames. All images used in the app will be homemade. I'll be using a combination of Flash, Illustrator, and Photoshop to create all visual assets that you will see in the final product of the app. Here you can see a rough idea of the app in action. You see the Rubens tube across the bottom with the color picker, song selection, and a credits page all in buttons across the top. If you click the color selection button, a color wheel will pop up and you'll be able to choose any color from along that wheel and have that as the base for your flames colors. Here's just a rough idea of what the flames could look like, anything from the deep blue you see at the top to the bright orange across the bottom, and anything in between. When you tap the music note, you'll be taken into your iPod's natural music selection menu. You'll then be able to pick any song you want from your library and use it to your heart's content. Once you've selected your song, you'll be returned to the main screen so that you'll see the Rubens tube with your musical choice below it so that you'll see what song is playing while the Rubens tube is playing it. I've decided to do all my coding in Flash because I have the most experience working with Flash over other platforms, and it's the easiest one I've come across to export from so far. So in conclusion, my app will be on the iOS in landscape form, emulating a Rubens tube with a generative art design that will use your music library and change colors at your command. Now, are there any questions, comments, concerns, massive attempts to give me their money? I will take all.